Welcome to the training for sponsors of camps participating in the Summer Food Service Program, hosted by the Oregon Department of Education Child Nutrition Programs. This session is specifically for sponsors of residential summer camps or non-residential summer camps participating in the Summer Food Service Program and which are not operating as an open or restricted open site. The objective of this training is to assist sponsors of camps in operating the Summer Food Service Program successfully by identifying the specific information applicable to camps. During this training, we will present information on site eligibility, participant eligibility, meal service types, and record keeping. A camp is defined as a residential summer camp or a non-residential day camp, which offer a regularly scheduled food service as part of an organized program for enrolled children. In residential camps, participants spend the duration of the organized program in a 24-hour supervised care setting and receive a regularly scheduled food service as part of the program. Sponsors of non-residential campsites must offer a continuous schedule of organized cultural or recreational programs for enrolled children between meal services. Sponsors of public or private nonprofit residential or non-residential camps may participate in the Summer Food Service Program. Non-residential day camps may participate only as sites under eligible sponsoring organizations. Summer food service sponsors are required to provide year-round service, but state agencies may grant exceptions to this requirement for sponsors of residential camps. Sites may not use area eligibility to establish site eligibility. Additionally, for-profit camps are not eligible to participate. Camps are reimbursed only for meals served to enrolled children who meet the free or reduced-priced income eligibility standards. As previously mentioned, camps are reimbursed only for meals served to children who meet the free or reduced-priced income eligibility criteria. In order to determine income eligibility for participants, camp sponsors may use the confidential family application for free and reduced meals. If camp sponsors use the family application for free and reduced meals, the application can be found on ODE CMP's Summer Food Service Program's webpage at the link listed on the slide. Instead of individual income eligibility applications, camp sponsors may rely on lists of income-eligible children provided by the school. Sponsors of camps are not required to submit the approved confidential family application for free and reduced meals or school list of eligible children to ODE CMP. They must maintain the lists or original approved forms for all eligible children in separate files for each camp session, and the documents must be available for review by ODE CMP. Sponsors of camps must collect and report to ODE CMP income eligibility information in order to determine the eligibility of individual participants for free meals under the Summer Food Service Program. The number of free and reduced price participants is reported in CMP Web. Income information must be updated annually and may not be more than 12 months old. Confidential family applications for free and reduced meals are current and valid until the last day of the month in which the form was dated 1 year earlier. This means that a form signed and dated by a sponsor on June 1, 2015 is considered valid until June 30, 2016. Sponsors have flexibility concerning the effective date of certification for program benefits. This flexibility applies only to eligibility determinations made through the application process of complete applications containing all the required information at the time of submission. The date to use to make this determination is the date on which either the parent or guardian signs the form or the sponsor official signs the application to certify the eligibility of the participant. Sponsors must decide which date they will rely on as the effective date and apply this date to all applications. If the date of the parent-guardian signature is not within the month of certification or in the immediately preceding month, the effective date must be the date of certification. The confidential family application for free and reduced meals form is used to determine the income eligibility of enrolled children for all camps, residential and non-residential. The information collected on the application includes household size and income, or the case number for benefits received under the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, which is formerly the Food Stamp Program, the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, or TANF, or the Food Distribution Program on Indian Reservations, FDPIR. If a sponsor requires a form in a foreign language, the translated applications for the National School Lunch Program, or NSLP, may be used to determine individual income eligibility in the Summer Food Service Program. Translated forms for NSLP are available online at the link located on this slide. Note: if one child in a household is receiving SNAP, FDPIR, or TANF benefits, all other children in the household are categorically eligible to participate in the Summer Food Service Program. Camp sponsors can only be reimbursed for meals served to children who are eligible for free or reduced-price meals according to income guidelines for the National School Lunch Program and School Breakfast Program. With ODE-CMP approval, camps may claim reimbursement for serving up to 3 meals or 2 meals and 1 snack to eligible children each day. Therefore, a campsite may not claim reimbursement for snacks on days that it claims reimbursement for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Alternately, a camp may not claim reimbursement for a 3rd meal on days that it claims a snack for reimbursement. Camp reimbursements are based on the number of meals and snacks served to children who are eligible for free and reduced-price meals. Sponsors of camps must maintain the documentation that demonstrates the free or reduced-priced eligibility of the children they claim for reimbursement, and must make it available for review by the state agency. Camps may also charge non-eligible children a separate fee for meals. Common meal service styles for camps are family-style and cafeteria-style meal service. Camps offer an ideal setting for implementing family-style meals, provided that adults are available to assist children during the meal. Serving family-style meals can help children develop good eating habits through the personal example provided by supervising adults. If a family-style meal service is allowed by ODE-CMP at the campsite, the sponsor must ensure that a sufficient amount of food is placed on each table to provide the required portion size for each of the food components for all the children at the table and program adults supervising the meal service. Children should initially be offered the full required portion of each food component. When a child does not initially accept the full required portion of the meal component, it is the responsibility of the supervising adult to encourage each child to accept the full required portion of each food component. For example, if a child initially refuses a food component or initially does not take the full required portion of a meal component, the supervising adult should offer the food component to the child again. The point-of-service meal count is taken when the complete reimbursable meal is on the table in serving dishes. For more information on serving family-style meal service, please review the Summer Food Service Program Nutrition Guidance Manual and the resources on family-style meal service located on the resource slide at the end of this presentation. In cafeteria style, participants select food from cafeteria line. Food is not available at the dining table. Cafeteria meal service operates as follows. Participants must select the minimum required amounts of all required components their first time through the cafeteria line. Adults must supervise the cafeteria line to ensure each participant selects at least the minimum required portions of all the food components. The point-of-service meal count must be taken when the participant has a complete reimbursable meal in hand and before or as they are leaving the cafeteria line. Offer versus serve, or OVS, is a concept that applies to menu planning and meal service, which allows children to decline some of the food offered in a reimbursable breakfast, lunch, or supper. OVS is not allowed for snacks. This type of meal service is used with cafeteria-style meal service. The goals of Offer versus Serve are to simplify program administration and reduce food waste and costs while maintaining the nutritional integrity of the Summer Food Service Program meal that is served. All Summer Food Service Program sites, regardless of location or type of sponsorship, may utilize Offer versus Serve. All non-school sponsors electing to use OVS and schools participating in the Summer Food Service Program and electing to follow the Summer Food Service Program meal patterns are required to follow SFSP Offer versus Serve requirements as outlined on this slide and the next 2 slides. Breakfast. The following 4 items must be offered: 1 serving of fruit or vegetable, 1 serving of grains, 1 serving of fluid milk, and 1 additional serving of fruit, vegetable, bread, bread alternate, or a serving of a meat, meat alternate. Offering 2 servings of the same food item is not permissible under Offer versus Serve in the Summer Food Service Program. All food items offered must be different from each other. For example, a breakfast menu that includes a serving of milk, A serving of fruit and 2 servings of toast is not reimbursable meal under Offer versus Serve in summer food service because the toast is 2 of the same food item. A child must take at least 3 of any of the 4 food items offered. For lunch or supper, the following 4 food components must be offered through at least 5 different food items. 1 serving of meat alternate, 2 different servings of fruit or vegetable through 2 different food items, 1 serving of grains, and 1 serving of fluid milk. Lunch or supper Offer versus Serve requirements differ from breakfast in that a child must take at least 3 food components rather than items listed above from the 5 food items offered. 3 food components are required for an adequate, nutritious meal for children. Let's look at an example of using Offer versus Serve for lunch. The following menu on the slide is served for lunch. In this example, the chili beans are planned as a meat alternate component. If a child takes chili beans, roasted chicken, and rice, the meal would not be reimbursable because only 2 food components are selected. Chili beans and chicken are on the menu as a meat alternate. Allowing a child to take 2 servings of the same food component is not permissible under Offer versus Serve in the Summer Food Service Program. For more information, refer to the Nutrition Guidance for Sponsors Manual, which provides additional details regarding the Offer versus Serve requirement for sponsors. There are some specific record-keeping requirements for camps. The next slide discusses these specific requirements for meal count records, racial ethnic data collection, and the media release submitted during the application process. Since camps may only claim meals served to children who are eligible for free or reduced price meals, the meal count system must be an actual meal count. The actual meal count is when meals are reported by the child's name. The Summer Food Service Program Administrative Guidance Manual includes a sample meal count record. The eligibility of individual children is not identified on the meal count form. Instead, the person responsible for reconciling the meal count has the eligibility information of each child and counts only the meals or snacks served to eligible children for reimbursement. For family-style meal service, the point-of-service meal count is conducted when the complete reimbursable meal is on the table in serving bowls for the campers to serve their meal. For cafeteria-style meal service, the point-of-service meal count is conducted at the end of the cafeteria line once a reimbursable meal has been selected. The meal count must be done by marking each camper's name if they select a reimbursable meal. A sample meal count record is located in the Sponsor's Administrative Guidance Manual. To conduct an actual point-of-service meal count, record all campers' names who are served a meal. The form must not identify campers' eligibility status. This means that the meal count record used by staff cannot show which campers are eligible for free or reduced price meals. Only staff involved in the meal count reconciliation and submitting the claim for reimbursement should know campers' eligibility. Therefore, the actual meal count record must list all campers participating in the meal service. Complete the date of meal service. At each meal or snack, mark the reimbursable meal for each camper at the point of service. At the end of the week, submit the form to the staff assigned to reconcile the meal counts. This person will determine which campers' meals may be submitted for reimbursement. An easy way to document reimbursable meals is to highlight those meals that may be claimed. All sponsors are required to collect racial ethnic data for all sites under the sponsor's jurisdiction. Sponsors of camps must collect and maintain the racial ethnic category for each site separately for each session of the camp. Session means a specified period of time during which an enrolled group of children attend camp. The sponsor may use visual identification to determine a participant's racial ethnic category. For collection purposes, a participant may be included in the group to which he or she appears to belong, identifies with, or is regarded as a member of by the community. A sample racial ethnic data collection form is located in the Reference Materials section of the Sponsor's Administrative Guidance Manual. New camp sponsors must provide a copy of a proposed media release with the application. The application may not be approved without it. Once the media release statement is approved by ODE CMP, it must be provided to media outlets, such as newspapers, television and radio stations, or city government websites that serve the area where the Summer Food Service Program sites are located. The purpose of the media release is to announce the availability of free meals, the non-discrimination policy, and complaint procedures if an individual wishes to file a complaint for violation of the non-discrimination policy. Camps must include the reduced-priced income eligibility guidelines in the media release. The media release must also state that children who are part of households that receive SNAP benefits, FDPIR, or TANF benefits are automatically eligible for free meals. In addition to the information that is required to be included in the media release, ODE CMP encourages sponsors to include other relevant information, such as activities that will be provided for children at the Summer Food Service Program sites. A sample media release is available in the administrative guidance for sponsors. Camps that charge separately for meals also must provide a written policy of free meals that explains that the camp uses USDA's eligibility standards for family size and income levels at the level of reduced-price school meals, describes how the camp accepts income eligibility forms from campers, and assures that children whose families receive SNAP, FDPIR, or TANF benefits are automatically eligible for free meals, describes how the camp will collect payments from children who must pay the full price for their meals, and how the camp ensures that children receiving free meals are not overtly identified. Assures that the camp has a hearing procedure for families who want to appeal a denial of eligibility for free meals, and assures that if a family requests a hearing, the child will continue to receive free meals until a decision is made by the hearing official. If you have any questions regarding the information presented here, please contact your assigned specialist. The resources located on this slide have specific information related to camps. Thank you for participating in the ODE CMP Summer Food Service Program training on requirements for camps. Thank you for all you do to fuel Oregon's future.